Hey guys, another quick and easy layout that I did today. I am using the October Afternoon Daily Flash Girl Talk line, and if you remember, about a week ago, I guess, I did a layout of my nephew, and I used the boy. It was a Let me see what it is. It's called All Boy. It's it's the boy line as opposed to the girl line for this October Afternoon Daily Flash, what would you call it? Collection, I guess you would call it. So I am starting with this October Afternoon. Had that 12 by 12 sheet of cut aparts, and they're cut down, I think, to 3 by 3. Yeah, they're 3 by 3 squares. I'm going to start with this background paper of this yellow, and I am going to use that as a mat for this sort of aqua floral paper. And floral is, as you know, it's not a pattern I use that often. I kind of stay away from florals. They kind of scare me. But this one was muted enough, I thought, and subtle enough that it worked out pretty well. I matted the photo on just some striped diagonal paper, and then I'm going to use this Prima chalk ink in tin can. It's a gray color, just to define the edges of that photo a little bit. And then I thought maybe that the photo needed more separation from the background paper, and then I decided no, it didn't. And we're always changing our minds. So I know that if you can look at my sweet little Sarah's face there, she is not a happy girl. We were out on the pier in Panama City Beach, and she just wanted to go ride on the amusement park rides. She didn't want to look at the fish and all that was in the water. She was not happy. So I used that cut apart sheet, that happy girl cut apart sheet. I'm going to just cut it down a little bit because it's a little too long for what I want to do here. And so I inked that edge that I cut off again. And I want to make the title of this Not a Happy Girl. And I started out by making the title So Not a Happy Girl, but it was the letters didn't fit. So I'm going to struggle here with what font to use. What thicker set to use. I'm going to start out with these gray thickers, but they don't stay there. I didn't think I was getting enough contrast between the gray and the background paper, and I also didn't think that the font sort of went with this layout. It's a very tall, narrow, sort of, I wouldn't say it's formal, but it's definitely more of a, I don't know. Everything else on the layout is kind of like flowy. If that, that's a highly technical term, flowy. And that just seemed too blocky to me, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. This little card that I'm using there says, "So many of my smiles begin with you." And it's sort of like just a play on how unhappy she is. And I'm also going to use some little sticker, one that says smile and things like that. So I'm going to create a little cluster up here in the upper left-hand corner. And that little turquoise tag says, "This is my fave." And I did use some of that washi tape that came in the collection just to give my title somewhere to rest. So it wasn't, because I wanted it online with the happy girl of that card. And I also wanted those yellow polka dots to show up on the bottom of that card. So I didn't want to cut that down and then use the top of the photo as my placement for my title. So I just put a little bit of washi tape there and then covered most of it up with that tag that says, "This is my fave." And I'm just working here with a little, some of these, they're called, what do they call them? Snap caps and flash blurbs. October Afternoon's ephemera, not really ephemera, but they're kind of die cut packs. So I'm just working on that little cluster, and then I'm going to go over to the right hand side and I'm going to work on a cluster here. And I'm actually going to cut some pattern paper because I need somewhere for these to rest, and I didn't put any pattern paper. I didn't extend, a lot of our layouts go in this L sort of fashion, and I didn't extend the L out on the right hand side there. And I thought about using that just a solid pink 30 by 4 card, and I'm actually going to change that out because I think it's just too stark. And when I turn when I turn that card over, that card is on the back of this heart paper. I really like that a lot better. I like that pattern a lot better. So I'm going to use that on the right hand side here, and I'm going to use my Becky Higgins Project Life corner rounder My corner chompers are stuck in the little carousel. I haven't used them often. I've been using that corner rounder there because it's the only corner rounder that matches the Becky Higgins cards in in her collections for Project Life, and I want them to match on both sides because I'm kind of crazy that way. So I've been using that corner rounder a lot. So I'm just taking, again, just some die cuts and that pattern paper with the hearts on it, and then that yellow, that was a 3x3 card that came off of that cut apart sheet that says, so many of my smiles begin with you. I'm going to do my journaling. It says it's probably not something that I should admit, but even when Sarah's mad, she makes me smile. She is such a little adult. She's such an adult in a little body. Reminds me a lot of her aunt. So that is that's the journaling there. I'm just going to add that little heart. And I need some place to put the date, so I'm going to add this little flag above that 3x3 card. And I'm going to put the date on it. I actually stamped the date before I paste it down, which is not something I do often, but something I should do because it makes it so much easier then to stamp. And I don't do it very often, but I used some Stampin' Up. I think that's, what color was that? Rose red ink. And then that's just a roller date stamp that I found, I think at Target in their dollar section or something. I really like that date stamp because it does the day, month, and year format instead of the month, day, year. And I like that. It's something I use for work all the time. A lot of, in medical research, we use the day, month, year format a lot. So I tend to write that format. And in the United States, of course, we do month, day, year, but most of the world does, well, I don't know about most of the world, but I know in my medical research world, we do day, month, year instead of month, day, year. So that's just something about that. These little diamond shape resin things, I don't know. I think they came in either one of the Scraptastic kits, or maybe they came in the Freckled Fawn kits. I'm not sure. I don't know where they came from, but I didn't know of another place I would ever use these, so I decided to just get rid of them here. Just put them on this layout, and they fit. I like the way that they sit on that heart paper. I like the way they angle down towards that flare badge that says Heart You. And even though, the diamonds don't really have anything to do with this layout, she is a little diamond to me. And I'm just going to add some Freckled Fawn pearls onto this layout. I feel like I'm moving so fast. Like I've sped it up to 4 times normal, which is what I do, but I don't know. It's kind of going faster than I even thought here. And I'm cleaning stuff up, and I don't know why. And I'm thinking here, like, does it need something else? Should I add something else to it? And I think at the end, I just decide, oh, no, I'm still playing around. I know what I'm doing. Yeah. I made this layout on January the 16th, and today is January the 25th. And so I can't remember what I did yesterday, let alone what I did 9 days ago. But I'm off looking at fonts, at thickers that I have, because I'm really not happy with that gray font that is up there in the upper left-hand corner. So I went and pulled out a bunch of different pink thickers that I have. And I'm going to pull these off. These not, the words that say not and a. I'm going to pull them off. I'm actually going to put them back. How shocking is that? And I'm going to use this thicker. It's the cinnamon font, and it's more rounded. See it here? And I'm going to just play around a little bit with the placement of where it's going to go, but it's more rounded, and I felt like the pink and the roundness of that font actually fit better with this layout. So I was very happy to make that change, and that's it. There's a final look at the layout. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a quick one today. This layout took 40 minutes to finish, and I will be back next time with another video. You guys take care. Bye.